The easiest way to find super profitable products to sell on Amazon. What's up guys, Dan here, and in this video I'm going to reveal exactly that. I'm going to talk about the best strategy that will allow you to find amazing products to sell for your Amazon brand every single day, day in and day out. Whenever you want to do product research, you're going to be able to, because now you'll know the strategy that I personally use and the strategy that I've developed that I've realized works the best after having mentored thousands of students and after having sold on Amazon for many years now. So I want to start the video off by saying this. When everyone goes one way, you must go the other way, and you will be sure of success. And the reason I say that is because over the years, I've seen everybody going one way. And whenever I had any success in my life, it's because I didn't follow the herd. I didn't follow the 99%. Even the act of becoming an entrepreneur, right? You've already kind of made the decision, I'm going to become an entrepreneur. You've already made the decision, I'm going to start selling on Amazon FBA. I'm going to make this work for myself. You probably already set a goal. I'm going to start making $5,000, $10,000, $30,000 a month. And so just that act, right? You're already on the 1%. You already set yourself on the path of the 1%. So, why do you think it's different in entrepreneurship? Why do you think it's different in, actually anything in life? When everybody goes one way, go the other way. And so I'll show you exactly how to do that with product research specifically in this video. It's the fastest, it's the easiest way, and there will no longer be any kind of confusion for you to find an amazing product to sell. So super excited for this one. Make sure to watch till the end to not miss any part of the strategy, and let's go ahead and get started. So I want you guys to take a look at this picture right here. And I'm going to give you guys a couple seconds here. Tell me if there's anything wrong with this picture or with this product. This is actually a terrible, terrible product. And this product was, once upon a time, it actually sold very well. However, even if in that period of time, let's say you were a seller that launched a scratch-off world map, and I'm sure some of you guys watching here, you guys might be familiar with this product if you guys are Amazon veterans, if you guys are OGs. This product was very popular once upon a time on Amazon. A ton of sellers came in, and they didn't realize the fundamental thing that screws up, that ruins so many Amazon beginners, so many journeys with Amazon FBA. Right? And this will actually hinder your journey as well if you don't realize this early. And what they didn't realize is that they're actually launching a gimmick type product. They're launching a commodity product. There really isn't any innovation. There really isn't any adding of value. You're not really improving the product. So it's 2019, and simply throwing up a scratch off world map, just like everybody else, right? If we look at the bottom 5 here, none of them are different in any way. So that's the reason why, even though the revenue looks amazing, right? Somebody's making $82,000 a month with 78 reviews. You might think, well, that's awesome. I can do that. I can make $82,000 a month as well because I'll be able to get 78 reviews over time. It's not that many. Even someone here is making $19,000 a month with 16 reviews. But in fact, if you understand this, if you understand the fact that you're launching a product that everybody else can launch, there's no improvement, there's no, you're not innovating, there's nothing new that you're adding to the market, then you'll understand that right before you even launch this product, you'll see that it wouldn't be a good product because of those things that I just mentioned, right? And so if we go to the next screenshot here, this is actually a product that right now a lot of sellers are thinking about launching. A lot of people are thinking about doing. And you might think, wow, the numbers look amazing. All of these sellers have not that many reviews. However, if you understand the fundamental rule that is there any innovation that you could possibly make with a gold plastic plate for weddings? Not really. You can maybe make the plate a little bit better. You can maybe make it look a little bit better. Maybe you can make the listing a little bit better. But that's nothing that will prevent everybody else, that will actually be an eye turner for anybody, for any customer that's searching for the main keywords for this product. And so if you can understand this, you will win. As opposed to launching a product like this where you know that the best improvement you can make is, I guess, improving the quality of the plate, where in that case, I'm not sure if it's already been done here, but it could be a good idea, right? Obviously, Amazon Basics is selling it, so Amazon even knows this is a good product to sell. However, even Amazon probably knows that this is a very short-term product, and if you're the seller that launches this product, you're going to start making $20,000 a month. Well, you might only make that for 1 month because there is nothing preventing anybody else from coming and taking your sales, right? So 1 month you might be making $20,000, and the next month you might be making $30,000. Nobody else talks about this on the internet, as far as I know, because everybody is kind of stuck in that short-term thinking. And so that's why I want to condition you guys to think more long-term, because the whole point of online business, the whole point of freedom, is to change your life not just for the next month, and not just for the next 3 months, but forever. I don't want you guys to go ever back to your 9-to-5 job. I don't want you guys to ever go back to your old way of life or to your old way of thinking, to your old mindset, right? This is once and for all. This is forever. The definition of entrepreneurship. Have you ever thought about what the definition of an entrepreneur really is? And of course, if you Google it, right, you'll see that there are so many different definitions. But I actually took the best one, the one that I think applies the most, especially in this case. You must understand what the definition of an entrepreneur is, and you must apply that to Amazon FBA and anything else that you pursue. So an entrepreneur is an innovative, risk-taking individual who identifies a need in a market and finds a way to fill it, whether by using his or her own expertise and passion, the knowledge of others, or a combination of the three, right? And what sticks out here is innovative. So obviously, if you want to be successful, it's in the definition. Innovation is in the definition. So if you're launching a product that my grandmother can go, or your grandmother can go and launch overnight, your business is not going to be stable in the long run. And you might as well go back to your 9 to 5, because even if you are making a little bit of money now, it's not going to last. The only way that your product will last is by thinking in the long term, by innovating, and by identifying a need in a market, filling it by improving the product, and then you're not even competing on the same level as all the other sellers. So with internet entrepreneurship, most people make the fatal mistake of seeing the gold, running for the gold, right? They start running for the gold. They see, okay, 80,000 a month, 30 reviews, but they forget that there are millions of others also coming for the same gold. So the key here is to ask yourself, am I really innovating? Am I really adding value here? And can my grandmother copy my business overnight? And that's what I call the grandmother test. It's a term that I actually coined. So really think about the grandmother test when you're launching a product, when you're doing anything, right? This will help you with any income stream that you pursue, not only Amazon FBA, right? You all know that the average millionaire has 7 income streams. And you don't have to have 7, 2 or 3 is fine, but this will help you with anything. All right, Dan, so you're telling me to improve my product and to innovate, but that's kind of hard. Like, how do I do that? Well, let me explain to you the golden rule. So the golden rule is to improve your product in marketing, which is listing, pictures, although improving the product itself is a lot better, but the marketing has to be on point too. If you can get those two, if you can nail those two, then you're golden. So improve your product and marketing to the point where all the other current products in that market, so for that main keyword that people are searching for on Amazon, they cannot even compete with you, even if they have thousands of reviews. And what I talked about previously is the 20% rule. So think about this. If you improve your product, you must improve it to the point where it's 20%, at least 20% better than the rest of your market. So if you're familiar with the 20% rule, and if you're familiar with the golden rule of success on Amazon that I just talked about, then you'll be doing what's called smart product research. And when you're looking for products, you're going to be using the traditional methods and tools, but you're always going to be thinking outside the box. How can I improve it? And then also, how can I improve the marketing of it? So the product and the marketing, there's 2 angles to this. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go right into Jungle Scout, and I'm going to show you guys exactly what I mean. We're going to use the Jungle Scout web and all the other methods as a starting point, and we're going to get new ideas for niches, products, designs, improvements, etc. And then once we have a niche, then we're going to really begin doing market research. And then we're going to do what I call superpower market research. So I hope you guys are loving these terms here that I'm making up, but you must go directly to the source. So what I mean by market research is you must ask, for example, friends and family that are in the target market, and you must ask them like what would they like to see in an improved version of the product. So let's say that the product that you're looking at is something in the barbecue niche. You guys know I love the barbecue niche, especially if you're in the Ecom Freedom course. I always talk about barbecue gloves as an example. Let's say you have an uncle that loves barbecuing. Just go to your uncle and then bring him a copy or bring him the product itself. So just order the product, bring him the product, and then ask him, hey, like what would make this product better? Because you have no idea. You don't barbecue. You couldn't care less about barbecuing, but your uncle loves barbecuing. So your uncle will tell you right away, oh, well, this material sucks. This needs an improvement. And then, you're going to say, well, nobody's done that improvement. And then your uncle will say, I cannot believe that nobody's actually done that. And when you hear those golden words, that means you have to run right now. Go to your supplier and tell them, hey, I want this improvement. If they need some kind of a drawing, just make a rough drawing on a piece of paper, take a picture, send it to them. Let's say if it's a design or something like that. And another amazing way is to read negative reviews on the top selling listings and write down the most common complaints. And also you can even ask your supplier. Your supplier knows best as to which versions of their own products sell the most to their customers. So just ask them which breakthroughs were the best and what the recommendations are, because they're in the market. They know they have many customers like yourself who are also private labelers. And so, they might even be selling on Amazon. So they know which of their designs sold the best from their end and how the market kind of responded, because they've seen all the orders, they know, they have all the unit numbers and things like that. And finally, you want to research the product online. So let's say you don't have an uncle who barbecues, or you've read negative reviews and there's nobody complaining about anything. It's all 5 stars. Usually that's not the case on Amazon, so that's good for us. And then you've asked your supplier, well, research the product online and use social media, go through social media, like go look at the top brands and read the comments. Go on Instagram, read the comments on the Instagram posts on the top brand for that product. Go look at Shopify stores, go look at Facebook, and just scroll through. Look at e-commerce Shopify stores that are selling the product, because a lot of times, actually, I've personally seen this, but a better version of the product is being sold by a brand on their Shopify store. It's not yet available on Amazon. So right here, I've got a picture of a castle, and if you look around it, that's a moat. And so you want to have a moat around your business. And if you don't have a moat around your business, then anybody can come, anybody can attack your business, and they can just dismantle your fort. They can just take it over, and there's no protection. And so that's why we want to secure the fortress. Your business needs to be secured like a fortress with a moat around it, blocking anybody from coming in and taking it from you. And the best way to do this on Amazon is by getting a trademark and then rushing to get brand registry. And what brand registry is it blocks any potential hijackers from selling under your brand name or your listing. And the best website to get trademarks is trademarkkit.com. You can actually use any kind of lawyer as well. They're typically more expensive. However, trademarkkit.com, I've used them and they're great. If you're not getting some special kind of a trademark, then for all other trademarks, general purpose trademarks, just go to trademarkkit.com and you can get a word trademark or a design trademark. So it's basically either a logo or a trademark for the actual word. And so this way, when you get the trademark, it actually has to be granted, and it has to, it can't just be an application. When it's granted, you can submit that to Amazon, and they'll give you brand registry, and they will lock your listing. So nobody else is going to be able to sell your product or your version of the product on your listing. All right, guys, so now we are in Jungle Scout, and I'm going to be showing you the exact strategy that I just talked about, and hopefully you guys can follow along. You guys can kind of take a look at what I'm doing here, and you guys can apply it and take action yourself using Jungle Scout. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to go and select the typical private labeling categories. So we're going to go ahead and do baby, beauty and personal care, health and household, home and kitchen, industrial and scientific, although that sometimes can pull up a lot of weird products and stuff like that, but you can find great products there as well. So kitchen and dining, it's a really good one. Office products, patio, lawn and garden, seasonal, but summer is coming up right now, so that is an amazing one to get into right now as the winter is ending here. And then we've got sports and outdoors, and then toys and games you can also do. However, there's just a lot of stuff in there. We'll just do it. Why not? Pet supply is also good. And then arts, crafts, and sewing can also be good as well. Although there's a lot of different things that, like a lot of different variations of all these different products, so that can be sometimes confusing as well. So for the minimum price here, the best opportunity in 2019, if you're applying what I just talked about, if you're innovating, then it doesn't matter. The best price obviously is the highest possible price product you can afford. So if you're selling a product that's $30, $40, even $50 or $100, well, the higher the price, the more profit you're making on Amazon, because the lower you get to that $12 per unit number, then at $12 a unit, it's very hard to make profit with the Amazon fees, unless you got a really good deal with your supplier. So that's where we're going to go and look at the higher end here. So 1623. And I mean, I've personally made a lot of money selling a $13 product. It was about $13. It was just a volume-based product, so it sold like 6,000 units a month. So if you go to the max price here, 1623, and then max price, we'll do 43.76. So even though this is a large range, we're going to be able to look at this for the purpose of this video. If you want to get less results, so that way it's kind of easier for your brain to process this, then just go and do 1623 to like 22.75, and then you can go and do it in intervals. So 1623 to 22.23, and then 22.23 to 28.23, and things like that. So minimum revenue, we're going to go ahead and do, let's do like 12.887. Max revenue, we'll do 47,899. Max reviews, we'll do, it doesn't really matter, because the more you improve the product, the less the reviews matter, because you're not a direct competitor, you're an indirect competitor. You're on a whole other level. So I hope you guys see how powerful this is, and it surprises me how nobody else has realized this on Amazon, and probably obviously the ones that did realize are now $1 million sellers. So max reviews, we're going to go ahead and do, let's do 789, and then another great way that you can do this is you can go and put a max rating of like 3.5, and so that will show you products with negative reviews. But a lot of the times, the products with negative reviews on average, they're just, from on the supplier side, they're just bad products, and they're not suited to the American market if you're searching in America. By the way, this works in Europe as well. This is a great way to search for products too. This is actually the best way. So let's go ahead and click search. So now it's going to show us some results. Let's go through these. And as you can see, the first thing that popped up is the wedding plastic plates. And so as I talked about, if we actually did these wedding plates, they look amazing on Jungle Scout. They're making a lot of money, but it's just a commodity type product. We're just selling plates. We can't really brand plates. You know, if we go and find an influencer, let's say, to promote our product on Instagram, well, what are we going to do? We're going to give them plates. It's kind of difficult, right? But what you can do is you can open this one, and you can go and browse around in the niche, and you can also go and look in the storefront, and that will give you amazing ideas for products that you might have never found. And if you also improve that product, then not only is that product not being seen on Jungle Scout, but you're also setting yourself apart from everybody else. And then you got the trademark, you got brand registry, and you're making $30,000 a month, $50,000 a month easy. So let's keep going here. Right, and you just want to go and open link in new tab. So we're just going to go and open link in new tab for all the products that look good. All right, so apparently weddings are incredibly popular right now. All right, things like oils. Oils can be very good. This is an omega-3 oil, so I wouldn't do this because, obviously it's an oil, but if you wanted to, you would have to source this from the United States. That's just how you get around that. Not a lot of people know that either. This one right here is restricted on Amazon because Amazon will say that it's like a medical device. However, what I always recommend is just create a listing or email Amazon and give them the ASIN and then just ask them, hey, am I able to sell this product? Because it might be restricted and I don't want you guys to lose a lot of money that could have been used for something else. So like this right here is really, really great. And if you find a way to even improve this, right? If we go on trends.google.com, there's an amazing website to find trends. And so the best type product is the one that we can improve and that also is trending right now, and it's a long-term trend beginning to form. So if we type in calming treats for dogs, for some reason it always says Taylor Swift and Kim Kardashian. For the past years that I've been on this website, it's always the battle between Taylor Swift and Kim Kardashian. And for some reason there's an association between red and blue states. Okay, so United States, that's the country that we're selling in here. And then we're going to go and do past 5 years. And so this will show you the trend. And so you'll see here once it actually pops up. So this one actually, okay, past 5 years doesn't really show anything. Let's do past 12 months. So this is stable. So it's not really trending, although it is picking up right now. And apparently everybody buys calming treats for dogs in California. So for this product, this can actually be an amazing product. And if we pull up our Chrome extension, you always want to pull up your Chrome extension and double check and compare this number to the one you see in the web, because as you can see, it's different. Because the way how it works is the web actually pulls the numbers from the Amazon database once a day, and for every single product on Amazon, while the Chrome extension actually just pulls it instantaneously from the bestsellers rank from the BSR. And both are relatively accurate. However, this one I would always trust more because this one actually is just more up to date. So just by looking at this, I can see that this is a great product. And if I search it up, then we'll see that everybody's competing against each other. So calming treats for dogs. Whoops, calming treats for dogs. And so now I'm thinking of how can I add more value to everybody else in this niche where people are going to buy from me instead. So I can't really find that one right now. Because it's confusing it with all these dog anxiety wraps. But you would go and you would talk to dog owners, right? Go and search it up, like calming treats for dogs. Look at the top brands on Shopify, on Facebook. Look at the ads that they're running, and I'm sure that you will find an improvement that will get you to that 20% rule, where you'll be better by 20% than the rest of your competitors. Because if you're just going to have a jar as your main picture, the main picture is everything on Amazon. If people look at the main picture, you have a split second to get their attention to click. And if you can't get them to click in that split second, then you've lost the customer and you've lost profit. So let's go back here. That was a good example. And we can keep looking here. So, and also, by the way, if we scroll down here and we go back to that one right there. If you scroll down here, this is a gold mine of amazing products to sell. And as you can see, these are all different kinds of calming treats for dogs. This is just like PPC. So this one is mobility bites. So I'm not sure what that is, but this is something that you can private label and sell in the US. So you would go mobility bites. So apparently that's trademarked. However, in the US, okay, so yeah, it's trademarked, so you're not going to be able to do that, but you can just search up glucosamine for dogs, right? And then if we just look, and if we take a look at what's going on here, pull up Jungle Scout, right? We can see And this is probably a more expensive kind of product, but these are products that you can really charge a lot for, like someone selling at $80. Okay, so this one, as you can see, Chrome extension is saying not making much money, so then you just keep looking. Let's go ahead and keep looking. Sometimes you'll see a lot of the same hats, a lot of the same brands. You can just go up there. There's a section where you can exclude keywords. All right, so then we've got bed rails for toddlers. That's a great product because obviously it solves a problem. You don't want your baby to fall out of the crib or to fall out of the bed if it's a toddler. So we can go and take a look. So $34.99, 460 reviews. Okay, 24,000 a month. Search it up, bed rails for toddlers. Make sure that you're always searching the most general keywords for your product, because if you're not searching the most general keywords, then you won't be able to get an accurate idea of how competitive it is. And like I said, competition doesn't matter as much the more you improve the product. But if we look here, even some of these have thousands of reviews. If we pull up Jungle Scout, and also, by the way, you want to look in Amazon Europe. Look in Amazon Germany, Amazon UK, Amazon France, and the rest of them. And then even a product like this, you'll find that, let's say in amazon.co.uk, which you can sell. It doesn't matter if you're American. As long as you are a seller on Amazon, you can sell on any marketplace. All you have to do is just have your Chinese supplier send over there bed rails for toddlers. Let's take a look at that. All right, so we can see 653. There's not that many reviews here. And if we pull up Jungle Scout, we can take a look. And even here, in this case, you want to improve it as well because you want to solidify your position on Amazon as the leading brand. Okay, so sometimes it's slow. All right, there you go. So someone is making $30,000 a month. What you would do, you would go on their listing. Even here, like 53 reviews or 37 reviews making $8,000 a month. So you would go, and literally their listing is so bad, it's absurdly bad. So as you can see, terrible listing, and they're making an absurd amount of money. And so obviously if you've watched my videos, or if you're in the Ecom Freedom course and you've gone through the insane listing optimization module, then you'll know that, you know, all the things that they're doing wrong. Like there's no benefits here in the bullet points, the pictures suck. There's no, let me see if there's any pictures of the, okay, so there's no baby pictures, right? There's literally no description. As you can see, it's just like 2 sentences, and they're making 6 figures a year with this product in British pounds. So, you know, an opportunity right there. And how you would do your market research, you would go and you would ask, you know, like a mom or somebody else in that niche who has a mom or a dad, and you would ask them, hey, like, you know, what would you like to see in bed rails for toddlers? Even though you might think it's common sense, okay, it needs to be tall enough and it needs to be strong enough. Well, you know, it's always best to go straight to the source. Like I just interviewed Susan on my channel not too long ago, and she's a student of mine in Ecom Freedom X, and so she succeeded with Amazon FBA by going directly to the market, following the exact method that I taught here with product research, and she actually did that improvement. She had no idea, and then the target market told her to do that, and she's making $16,000 a month right now as we speak with her product, day in, day out, and that's without a launch, without PPC, or without anything like that. And you don't need any of that. You don't need any of those techniques, any of those tactics, the more you improve your product. So I hope you guys can see how important that is. All right, so caffeine pills, we're not going to do that. Like sauce cups, perfect example. Might be making a ton of money. However, is it really a product that we can send to an influencer and advertise on Instagram? Not really. Nobody cares about sauce cups, right? So if we keep looking here, and even we can go on the Amazon bestsellers list, go on Google, Amazon bestsellers list. All right, so sorry, Amazon bestsellers list, and an even better one is new releases list. I found a ton of amazing products on there. So right here, and once we're on there, you want to make sure that we are in, yeah, there you go. So you want to click on departments. So let's just go ahead and click on baby. Okay, and then we want to go down into a couple categories here. So for example, baby care, and then we go down here. We would go look at, like for example, this. And we're not looking to do this because it obviously has 7,000 reviews. At a certain point, it's just impossible to compete. But if we go and look at Baby Banana, at the actual brand here, so be right here, we can take a look at other products that don't have that many reviews. And like this one is a real brand. Like they've been selling a long time on Amazon. This one, they just launched 6 reviews. And so we can take a look. Maybe it's making money or not. Okay, so not really that much money, but they also just recently launched. All right, so we'll try to find one more here as an example. Portable electric kettle, $37.99, amazing price point. you're probably making about $20 profit there per unit. Like $20 profit per unit, compared to the amount the supplier is making, they're probably selling this to you for about $6 or $7. They're only making a couple bucks profit, but you're making most of it. And so that's what we have to understand, that sometimes even with the supplier, like, by the way, this listing doesn't look great at all. Terrible pictures. How much are they making? Let's see. $25,000 a month. Portable electric kettle. So right away, we would try to find a better version of the kettle. Maybe it's already out there on Alibaba.com. And we can also go on the store. We can take a look at any other products they sell. All right, so it looks like they're also just selling, they're actually just hijacking other kettles for some reason. Doesn't really make sense, but all right, so we go to all departments, type in like electric kettle, and you'll see the ones that are selling the most. So obviously it's the big brands right here. And so, something like this would not be that great of an idea because you don't want to compete against these huge Walmart brands like Cuisinart and all of these other ones here. So let's keep looking here. Let's just go to like page 5 as an example. And there are millions of products out there, and the scope, like, it even expands even more if you improve the product. So I hope I'm drilling this in your head enough. But let's go ahead, keep looking here as an example. Let's see. Okay, so it's a 15-stage shower filter. That could be really good. And so make sure you're obviously checking for patents as well, because it's probably some kind of a patented, like a patented shower filter with vitamin C. I've never seen that before. All right, the weirder the products, a lot of the times, the more they sell. So if we go and pull this up here, apparently vitamin C is important when you're showering, I guess. I don't know. Right, so as you can see, like, we've got one here, 46 reviews, 6,000 a month. That's more than most people make every single month. On average, people make about $2,000, $3,000 a month. So this is something that you guys have to keep in mind. There's so much abundant opportunity with e-commerce. It's insane. So right here, I got this 20-ounce stemless wine glass. Let's take a look here. So okay, so there's literally no listing, but don't rush me. I'm a woman of leisure. So apparently that's let me see how much that sells. Okay, so this one sometimes it's glitched out. So there's no number, so it's probably selling well. Just recently they would have just gotten out of stock. All right, so clear plastic cups. But you guys want to devote, like, you guys want to be consistent with your product research. So you guys want to, if you're going to do it, put in an hour at least, put in 30 minutes at least, and do that a couple times a week, and you will find a product. And make sure that you follow that market research section that I just talked about. Make sure you follow every single part of the strategy, and I guarantee you will find something as long as you put in 100%. So this is the only way to win on Amazon forever. And when I talk about win, I mean making $100,000 to $1 million a year plus in revenue, stable, right? 6- to 7-figure business. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I hope this one brought a lot of value to you. Remember to subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.